Zach, career high, and you still got 30-plus games to go. Got to be pretty happy about how your year's going.
Yeah, uh, uh, just try not to think about when you're playing, and then yeah, it's been good. It's been good to get on a little run here as a team, and I think that when you win, everybody does well, and everybody scores more, and everybody gets more points and is more involved. So it's been a good little run here.
Now you've played with good players before, including last season. What, you're crushing your career highs. What do you attribute that to this year? What's gone so well for you to get the goals and assists?
Doing the same things. Just I guess every year, just try to get better. Right? You just try to be a better version of yourself the previous year. So I guess that's what I'm trying to do. Just be a better version of myself and try to keep adding layers to my game. And yeah, I mean, I think that for me it's just not worrying about goals or points, just chances and chances for versus against and things like that. And yeah, it's been fun.
And you're playing well, but the team overall, it's found their game, specifically 5-on-5 lately since Christmas here. I think fifth best in goals against. What's been the change, do you feel, as a group defensively 5-on-5?
Well, it starts with goaltending. I think we've gotten amazing goaltending from both Jack and Stu. So that's where everything kind of starts. And then I think just collectively as a team, throughout the year, you try to clean things up, right? You try to figure out what team you are and what team you want to be heading into the playoffs. And for us, we're fighting for a playoff spot, so we really have to shore things up defensively. And I think that we kind of found out what works for us, and I think that consistency throughout the game has been important too. Starting games on time, whereas in the beginning of the season or midway through, we weren't really starting well. Now we're starting well, and I think the third periods have been a really strong part of our game in this run.
So you guys are playing your best hockey of the year, and now it's like 2 games in 16 days. How do you kind of make that work for you, or would you rather
go win those games? Feel good about it, right? Listen, I think you want to go into a break feeling really good about your game, and at the same time, you don't want to go into a break when you're rolling, right? But I think the break is really going to be good for everybody. It's been before this week, it's been a grind of a schedule every other day, 5 and 7 sometimes, whatever it may be, and I think it's a good time in the season, right around the 50-game mark, to take a break, recover, and get ready for the stretch run. So you want to go. You'd rather be going into the break hot than cold, so it's good.
I guess this is where you show when you come back that this wasn't a hot streak. This is who you are.
Yeah, I think it's up to everybody to stay in shape over the break. It's a 7-day break, right? So it's a longer break than the All-Star break, and things in the NHL are really tight. You can't let anything slip. So I think you have to recover, but at the same time, you got to be smart, and you have to be ready for the first game back, and everybody's on the same playing field around the league, so it'll be no excuses, and we got to finish strong here first.
So you're around the net a lot. Have you ever had a puck go in and thought, okay, I don't know, they might look at that one, I'm not sure if that one's going to go?
I think you just give yourself as many chances as you can, and I don't try to understand the rule anymore, because sometimes I think it's a goal and it's not a goal. Sometimes I'm not sure, and then they call it a goal. So sometimes I'm not even involved. I watch it and I guess one way or the other. So I think if you're the one who's scoring it, you always think it's a goal, and if you're the one who's on the other end, you always think it's not a goal. So you can't win.
Were you surprised that one was? I know it happened so fast on Saturday. Did you think something might be up, or were you surprised when they challenged?
No, not surprised when they challenged. It was 4-2. I mean, I think you got to challenge that as their coach, because it's a 4-2 game. The game's 2-goal game, 5 minutes left. Statistically, the odds are pretty stacked against you if that stands. So I think it's a no-brainer challenge, because, like I said, you have no idea, right? It's worth taking the risk.